right, welcome back to another episode of the Three Rivers Rundown Podcast, Season 2, Episode 16. You got the usual cast, Steph, Joe, Dom. Man,
Yes, sir.
how we feeling? How are we feeling?
Feeling good on this Monday evening. Feeling really good. Some interesting things happen.
Talk about a crazy Monday, man.
We
Pittsburgh
can
fans.
We can talk more about it later, but for all of our faithful listeners, some big news happened today, and we missed about, I think it might have been 2 weeks of recordings. And that's because Joe is an inside source and knew the deal already happened. He knew it happened.
Pump the brakes.
We didn't want to come on here and spoil anything. So
we didn't believe him either, Steph. We didn't believe him.
We didn't, but we just sat out for 2 weeks, and sure enough, whoever his contact is, they know things. They know things. But anyways, guys, we're going to try and keep this episode nice and short this week because we're recording a little bit later than usual. But we're going to start off, and we're going to do our draft. As always, 2025 season, PPR, Snake. This week, we're doing the 12th position, and as always, by Dom Palmasina, his fantasy league rosters we will be using. So let's get down. Let's
get into it, man. Let's do it.
Feel free to leave your critiques on what you think in the comments. Let Dom know maybe if he could run it.
No, they're good. Don't even worry about them.
You guys might be good. You might not. Just leave it in the comments if you have anything.
Oh wow, we're at 12. I forgot we were at 12 here, huh?
So guys, we have 2 picks, and me personally,
suggest a few. We got to see.
I have 2 guys that I think would be wonderful.
Talk to me, Steph.
So, option number 1 is I think he could be a dark horse to be the number 1 receiver in the NFL this season for fantasy.
Can I take a guess?
Sorry. I really like Nico Collins. I'm not saying he will be the number 1, but I'm saying he has a chance to be.
You know who I thought you were going to say, man?
Who?
And I would have loved that prediction too, is Brian Thomas.
That's what I thought he was going to say.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you guys. I might have said this on another podcast. I'm not that high on him this year. Like, granted, he's a beast and he's going to get his, but you have Travis Hunter coming in who he's going to take targets. That's for sure. But also I saw something. It's if you took away the games when Mac Jones was quarterback, he doesn't finish that high as a wide receiver. Like, he got a lot of his points with Mac Jones. Like, when Mac Jones was his quarterback, he was either the 1 or 2 fantasy quarterback or fantasy receiver in those weeks. And then when Mac Jones wasn't, like, he was flew back the boards a lot. So if Trevor Lawrence stays healthy, who knows? With now another receiver coming in who's going to take targets also. So that's the only reason why, I would like to avoid him.
I actually forget, did Trevor Lawrence play a lot of games last year, or was he out for a lot of them? I honestly don't remember.
I think he played the majority. Sure. I think
he missed some.
What I'm talking about might have been like a 5 to 4 games, like Jones with the quarterback or something like that. Like,
for some reason, I was thinking, did Lawrence miss a lot of the season? I literally don't remember at all. That's the reason
he missed some games, but I wouldn't say he missed a lot.
Okay.
But what do you guys think?
I don't know. I'm personally high on Brian Thomas Jr. I think he's a beast. I think Cohen's going to come in and try and use him. I mean, he's a big dude too. Like, he's not a 5'11" receiver. Like, what is it, 6'2", 6'3"?
Yeah, he's big.
I actually completely agree with Joe. I would personally rather have Brian Thomas here than Nico Collins. I just think his ceiling's a little higher this year. But I mean, I'm not opposed to Nico at all. But if I had to pick one out of these 2, I would go with Thomas.
So we'll go Thomas first then, because for the second guy who I would lobby to get is Christian McCaffrey. And the only reason why is he could very well be the number 1 running back in the league for fantasy this year, as long as he stays healthy. That's the biggest thing. If he could stay healthy, I mean, nothing stops him from being 1. So it's like, for upside wise, you could get the number 1, the guy who could have been the number 1 pick in the draft at pick 13 at a running back spot. So it's just the injuries issues that's scary. But I think pick 13, I mean,
I'm honestly worried about him. Like I think
Mhm.
there's a good possibility that we've seen the best of Christian McCaffrey, and it's might start to go downhill a little bit. Because I just can't remember exactly like what I read, but just like throughout the season and all the games that he missed, like he flew to Germany to go see a specialist to do whatever. I don't know what if I think they shot him up with something or did some sort of procedure, and he still couldn't come back. So like I don't know. I think I think that could be
Dude,
it for him.
I just think, these guys on their rookie contracts, especially a top 5 pick. I'm leaning towards Genty here. I think they're just going to, load him up with as many carries, as many catches a game. And like Joey said, I'm worried about McCaffrey a little bit, man. I think we've seen the best of him. He can come out and be the number 1 running back for all I know, but I would lean Genty here. That's just my opinion there.
And might I add real quick, Saquon going at the 11th pick is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just wanted to point that out. I just
I would have loved if he went to us.
That doesn't make any sense. Honestly.
Yeah, if he would have fell to 12, that would have been insane.
Here's the thing, like I'd be fine with any of those top 3 guys. But like if you want to fill a running back spot, I think Genty's a great option. I think he might have like a Najee Harris rookie type season where he's getting so many touches and just racking up fantasy points. So
That's
think
what I
it could
mean,
be a
dude.
good option. But I mean, I have a soft spot for AJ Brown, and I'm a big fan of Nico too. So I mean, I'll leave this one up to you guys.
I was gonna say, would you take Genty over Nico?
I would.
I think if you want to be conservative, obviously you take Nico, but if you're a risk taker, I think Genty's a pretty good.
We'll go Genty then.
Also.
But I will say I would have taken Nico Collins over both of them. Me personally.
I feel it.
Let's look at running backs available.
Man, JT gets so disrespected. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
He's still a top 4 or 5 guy, man. I mean,
there's wider
when healthy, for no doubt.
I like
top
the
5,
idea.
no doubt, when healthy.
And I'm not huge on those receivers right there, to be honest with you.
I was gonna say I kind of like the idea of maybe a quarterback running back situation here.
I'd be in for that, but I would go Kyron, I think, over Taylor, to be truthful.
Wow, really?
I don't know. I just think
I would too.
Wow.
A lot of uncertainty in Indianapolis, and like he gets hurt a little bit,
And Kyron's just a workhorse, dude.
Yeah.
So
listen, if you guys like him, I'd go.
I say we'll take Kyron here. And then for quarterback, for me, I think there's only one option. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but like Burrow and Hurts aren't far off.
I don't want Hurts.
I don't want Hurts either, but I would go Burrow or Daniels. I would probably go Daniels because I had him last year.
We'll go Daniels here.
Joe, what a great pick by you last year, man.
I got him pretty late too.
You did, 100%. I remember that.
Wide receivers, running backs. Personally, I think here you go another running back, and
I agree, dude.
People sleep on him every single year.
Hey, though, and I wouldn't take 2 rookie running backs, but I think Hampton's going to be a player. I think he's going to be legit.
What's going on with Najee? Like, is he going to get cut? Like, I heard rumors that like he might get traded, he might get cut because of this dude's playing so well right now for them. I know it's early, but like he looks like a stud apparently.
I don't know that like. How can you make a determination this early? Like, okay, I mean, maybe Hampton is outplaying him and out practicing him, but like, I don't know. I think that's a bit aggressive to
me personally. I think it's going to be a 60-40 split, 60 to Hampton, 40 to Najee.
I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't be surprised if it got up to even like 80-20 or 70-30.
I mean, where's Najee at on these rankings? So you don't have to look. I'm just curious. Anybody know on the top of their head? Like, is he like even close to it right now? Or?
No idea.
I mean, I don't care. I'm cool with either Connor or Hampton.
I would go Connor here.
It's fine.
I think he's just slept on every year. Joe, you cool with it?
Yeah, I love James Conner.
All right, now here I think you have to go wide receiver, tight end.
Ooh.
Here's the thing: wide receivers are starting to get thin.
Yeah.
Can I ask you guys a question? Why is Shakir like he's their number 1, right? I know they have Keon Coleman, but like he's with the best quarterback in the league. Why is he not rated a little bit higher?
I don't know. He
It's
did
just
have a
interesting.
decent year too last year. Like he had a respectable year.
And he just signed a kind of like big contract.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, Steph. Who is Travis Hunter the top receiver on the board?
Yeah.
Guys, I do not like these receivers here. And honestly,
Neither do I.
call me crazy. I may be leaning Addison.
Over Ridley
Yeah.
with Cam Ward.
Out of these guys, I would
Well,
take Williams.
Wow, we have 3 different answers.
That means let's go to tight end.
Go to running back again.
Yeah, but I mean, we're gonna have to pick one of the. We're getting the next pick.
We could take a
We
third
don't need
running back.
I mean, it could be our flex spot, but do we want to get?
I think tight end. I think Laporta has a great bounce back season. Personally,
I don't think it's time to take a tight end. Like there's still some decent options, don't you think?
They must have forgot about 87 down there. I'll tell you that. That's totally disrespectful.
I don't know. I think he's falling off, though.
Does this show Johnny Smith on Citadel, Miami?
Whoa! Don't
What?
ruin the news, dude. We haven't talked about it yet.
Oh yeah, my bad.
But what do you guys think? Go receiver then, Joe?
Yeah, go back. Let's go take a look. Keep suggesting. I want to see what's coming up too. Look, we just missed out on Godwin.
Oh,
Man, that's interesting. Why is Downs above Pittman? Oh, there's some nice picks coming up there.
I think we have to go between one of these 3. Personally,
I can be the guy that goes towards Williams over Addison.
All right,
Let's
that's
go
fine.
Williams, then.
Go ahead.
Try to make it easier on everybody.
Thank you.
Yep.
Bunch of tight ends just went, and I'm thinking we might have messed up.
No, we're
Hey,
good.
Markey, though. We get Markey every draft. We get
Tucker
Mark every
Craft.
single draft.
Great
I don't
value.
want Mark, dude. I think he's. I honestly, I used to like him, but I think he stinks now. I think he's not.
I just think he's in a
Not
weird.
at all.
I'm not going to speak too much on it, but I just think he's in a weird situation right now, Steph. I see who you're highlighting.
You want me to be honest with you? I think he's tight end 1 fantasy wise for the team he plays for.
Oh man!
I mean, honestly,
And here's the thing: I would be so confident that I would take a bet with anyone about that. That's how confident I feel in that.
wow.
Now, I'm not saying he's the best like football tight end on his team, but for fantasy wise, I would take this guy over anyone else on his team.
What do you think, Joe?
I think it's interesting. I mean, I'm
Could go
with.
back to running backs too.
Tyron Tracy's interesting.
So is Aaron Jones, dude. It's crazy. as that
You know what?
sounds.
Let's just
Yeah.
make it easy. Go get Jordan Addison as our flex. We skipped on him last time, but now we can get him. Or we
There
have
is
3
some
wide
running
receivers.
backs coming up.
We need 3 wide receivers. Actually,
Yeah, that's fine. Yep.
Let's do it.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
it. Yeah.
All right. Now we can go running back.
I think it's Aaron Jones. Honestly,
Actually, don't go running back. We already have 3. But they're all week 8 bye. We messed up, man. We didn't look at the buys.
All of
We didn't look at the buys.
them. They're all 8.
Every one of them.
we'll trade one of them.
Eight,
We'll trade
eight.
one of them.
8.
I'm pissed. So is our receivers, dude. Or yeah, 2 of our receivers.
Week 8. This team lost week 8. Let's just
That's
say
all right.
that.
We're gonna win every other game.
Might as well
But-
put me in there.
I'd go
At
receiver
this
again
point,
personally.
I do
We're
like
not
Aaron
very
Jones,
deep
though.
at receiver.
I
Debo's
really like-
interesting in Washington.
I like Stephon Diggs this year.
I
do.
think we take a shot on the Triple Crown guy now. What are we talking
I
here?
could see that too.
I'll change my vote to him because I was thinking about him too.
Triple Crown. We're just gonna pass up on him like
I'm in
this?
for
Come
that.
on,
I'm in
man.
for that. He's a stud.
People must forget about some of these dudes, man.
I think we got to get
It's
tight
time.
end here.
It's time. Yeah, it's time.
I like Tucker.
I love Tucker. I do like
Oh.
Jonnu, but it's up in the air what his workload's going to look like.
Dom, you pick Jonnu or Tucker.
Definitely not Tucker. That's all I'm gonna
Really?
say.
Really?
Yeah, I don't want Tucker. I want Johnny or Mark. I'm not dealing with Tucker Kraft on my team. I'd rather have an
Good
empty
Mark.
tight end spot.
I can't do Mark.
All right, running back, man. Is any names? Me
I'm not
personally,
gonna lie.
Out of all these names, I would probably say him the most.
That's
Just
crazy.
because like it's not so much as being a starter, it's just if there's an injury.
I can't look at him the same, Joe.
Dude,
I can't look at him the same, dude. I can't.
I didn't know why you were laughing at first. Man.
What
Only
happened?
inside joke for the viewers. You know what happened. You know what happened.
I say Stevenson.
Personally, I would go Stevenson too.
I'll be honest, I would never touch him in any draft
What?
at all this year.
You just did.
Yeah, you did.
As a fourth
guys
running
outvoted
back,
me.
that's not bad. I mean, who's the rookie that they got, or who did
I'll
they
be
sign?
honest.
Henderson.
What did he do last
Yeah.
year as the guy? What
He
about
was
backup
hurt a little bit,
quarterback
I think.
here?
He didn't
Backup
have a good year
quarterback
last
here.
year.
I think New England's going to be a lot better this year.
I'm in on Bo Nix. I might be in on Caleb Williams this year.
I might be on Caleb, too.
I'd be in on all three of these just to be the backup for your team.
I'd rather
I
have
would-
Caleb and
no
Nix over
problem.
Fields.
Caleb or Nix, yeah.
All
No
right,
problem.
I'm saying Knicks. Kraft just went. All right, let's go back to receiver.
I'm pissed.
Dude, Kraft is good. I don't know what you're saying.
I'm not dealing with him, Joe.
Whatever, bro. I will say this. Thielen's a good like flex sort of guy. Young likes him a lot. That's okay. That's interesting now.
I mean, he has the opportunity to be the number one receiver for a passing
yeah.
team.
I think
I
they
say
want
we
him
go
to
him.
be. Yeah,
Do we go him?
No brainer.
there we go.
All right. We have 2 spots left. I think we take a tight end and something
Running
else.
back.
Let's just look at tight end.
Dude, Pitts might get traded.
I thought there was a chance we were going to get him.
We have 1, 2,
Honestly,
4 running backs and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 receivers.
I might be buying Kyle Pitts stock this year, guys.
Let's just do it.
I'm cool with that.
He's a quarterback now.
All right, last pick. Do you guys want to go running back or I kind of like receiver?
Whoa, Kareem Hunt's still there. That's a little value right now. Is it not?
Yeah, it is.
He was a beast last year.
Pacheco gets hurt every year, and he
Every year.
I wouldn't
I
say
mean,
that.
I wouldn't say he was a beast, but he's just solid.
I mean, when he starts
scored.
every game, he gets about 17 fantasy points.
Because he scores like every game almost.
That's what I mean. Might take a risk on him, man.
Personally, I,
I like
would take this
Wando
guy,
Robinson.
man.
I told you
No.
we're never taking Quentin Johnson. I say
shot.
that every podcast with you. I am not taking Quentin Johnson once.
There's no
Him or
shot.
I don't want to see him or Tucker Kraft on my team one time this year.
There's only one person in all of football that I will refuse to ever put on my fantasy team again. It's because I respect myself. Dom, who is it?
Devin Singletary.
Never putting him on my team ever again. Ever. Gotta respect yourself. All right. What are you guys thinking? Want to just call Wandell? Call it
I say Kareem.
Yeah, I'm in on Kareem. I'm in
All
on
right,
Kareem. There we go.
All right. 81 out of 100. I mean, I think that's a pretty solid team. The only thing that was going to screw you is week 8.
I'm happy
Dude.
with it. We got Cooper Kupp on the bench. Are you kidding me?
That's a nice lineup right there,
Are you
dude.
kidding me? Get
Yeah.
out of here. Get the
I
hell
think
out of
Matthew
here.
Golden being
Yeah.
your, 5th receiver?
Got a bunch of trade bait on the bench. I'll tell you that.
100%.
All it takes is Pacheco to get hurt, and right here you have yourself a beautiful trade piece.
Fucking money. Penix starts cooking for Pitts.
How about the big time trade in my league? What, Gino has picks 2 or Kel has picks 1, 2, or 2 and 3 or something?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
1 and 2.
Yeah, 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
That's cool though, honestly. It's gonna be sweet seeing that.
yeah.
What was it for? His second and third and
Second and third.
like
And that's-
7th or 12th or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting.
But all right, guys, the real reason why we're here.
Yeah. Come on.
Nobody really cared about our fantasy draft. They wanted to hear our takes on the trade. Dom, break it down for us. What happened today?
So I'm not gonna lie, I was a little heartbroken at first because we lost an absolute, soldier warrior on the defensive side in Minka. I do think he was on the back end of his career. I know he's still young. But I am extremely happy that we got Jonnu Smith, which is interesting because we have, Muth, obviously, and Ramsey, who I think is going to get moved around a little bit. I think he'll play a lot of safety. I think that's going to work out for him. And it seems like he loves to be here. He posted a video about Pittsburgh. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I like all the moves we're making this offseason.
So, Dom, something you said that I didn't even think was a possibility. You think they would move Ramsey to safety?
I do.
Over
and I think
Slay?
I excuse me. I just think his, the injuries that Ramsey's had over his career, I think, he's always wanted to play safety. He just didn't have the opportunity in Miami. And I think of Pittsburgh, I don't know if they had some conversations. I know that's illegal, but that if he came here, that he would have the possibility of moving around a little bit and just, not staying at corner. But yeah, I think he's going to move around a lot.
Okay.
For sure.
I could see that too. I mean, I could see him moving around a good bit, but I think he's going to play mostly at corner personally. And I think Slay would be that kind of flex safety corner type guy. Because Slay played a little bit of safety, I think, in Philly and
last year, I think he played a little.
Yeah, he did. And then where was he before that? Was
Detroit?
he in Detroit? Was he? Or was there
That's where he became big play Slay.
I know. I couldn't remember if he was somewhere else before, but I mean, it's exciting. Our secondary's, legit. It's legit now. I think Minkah hasn't been elite in 2+ seasons,
Correct.
So
yeah,
maybe Ramsey will come in and make some splash plays for us.
I think I said this to a couple people today about the trade. It's like you see that trade and being a Pittsburgh fan, your initial reaction was like, why on earth did we do that? Like how, and then like kind of think about it a little bit more. And it's like, I think it's a good trade for the Steelers. I think it's more of just like sad because like he's a staple on our defense and the Steelers really aren't a team to trade away like a staple player. So it's like something I don't think we're really used to, like seeing like one of the faces of the franchise just get traded. And it seems like there was no indication of it. Like it wasn't like any lead up, like, oh, Minkah could be under trade block. It would just kind of seem sudden. So it was like jarring at first. You know what I mean? But I think it was a good trade.
I'm just really curious to see what we do with both Jonnu and Freiermuth. Like, obviously, they're both going to be on the field. So are we going to run like a New England type style like they did with Gronk and Hernandez? I know Arthur Smith loves using the 2 tight end set. Like, I don't know. It's just kind of weird. I feel like Jonnu Smith's more of a pass catcher.
So I forget who I was talking to today, but I said I wouldn't be surprised if he like played a little slot.
That's what I mean, dude. I was thinking that too.
So, but this is how I looked at it is like the Steelers, like everyone's saying all year is like, oh, you need that number 2 receiver to go with DK. And what if they were just like, hey, instead of that, let's just get another big body, knows Arthur Smith's offense, seen what he did in his career. Like he's talented, like receiving tight end. I think he's going to pan out really good for the Steelers. And when I said, I think he's going to be the better fantasy tight end is just, I think he's going to be like, we're going to have more plays designed for him, but I think Muth is still going to be Muth. He's going to get his and everything. I just think Jonnu Smith is going to be treated more as like a number 2 weapon rather than like as a tight end. You know what I mean? Because I feel like the Steelers never really used tight ends that much. Like I always thought we underutilized Pat Freiermuth, but I think with Jonnu Smith, they're not going to treat him like he's a tight end. I think if there's going to be a lot of running downs, you're not even going to see Jonnu Smith in. It's going to be like a Darnell Washington coming in. Then they can do play action, do something with Darnell. But I think for the most part, Jonnu is going to be like the passing tight end. So it's like, I think he's going to get most of the fantasy points there.
Yeah. I mean, I personally think they're both going to play a lot. I think they're both going to be on the field at the same time.
Yeah.
The majority of the time. But yeah, you're right. I mean, Jonnu does bring an interesting like element. Like he's pretty damn good in the passing game. Like he makes plays. I like the past 2 years, I can only remember how many times he had like 30 fantasy points in a game, scoring 2 touchdowns and 130 yards. Like he's done that. So I mean, I'm excited to see that. We needed another playmaker. I don't necessarily know for sure that he's going to be like that type of big play guy, but we got DK. I'm excited about it, and I think the compensation, what we gave up and what we got in return, was pretty fair for the most part. And Steph, what were you saying about the numbers earlier? We were talking off the podcast. Minkah was owed, or it was going to be owed
for the next 2 seasons, makes around 15-16 million, and Ramsey this upcoming season, we're only paying him like around 6 million. This following season, it jumps up to like 16. The season after that, it jumps to like 20 something. And the season after that, it jumps to like 31. So that's where it's like, that's where it gets interesting. What's going to happen there? And then we're talking about he's getting paid 30 something million at 34 as a corner. That's where it kind of gets worrisome.
Yeah. We'll never do that.
I don't think he'll.
Yeah.
I said I wouldn't be surprised if he only plays one season here. But I think
still be
2 seasons more likely.
You still got to pay him because I'm pretty sure for the dead cap it was pretty high too. Like his dead cap, if we're to cut him, like.
Yeah, but that there's probably different like clauses and stuff. Like the Steelers might have an out after 2 years or something, but then I mean you could always trade him too. You never know.
Who knows if, like Dom was saying, he transitions to safety, you can prolong your career a lot more than you can at corner that. So if he goes there, maybe he's playing like that, and the Steelers are like, you know what, like we have some room right now. Like if after Rodgers we go and get a rookie quarterback, they're like, hey, we're not paying a quarterback right now. Maybe they'll keep him. Who knows?
Yeah.
Now the question is, good. Sorry, Joe.
No, I just said it should be interesting.
The question is now, do we go get another receiver, maybe like an Amari Cooper or a Keenan Allen, maybe trade for another receiver? And also, do we get another safety? I know we have Thornhill, who I don't really know much about. I know he played for Kansas City and Cleveland or whatnot, and Deshaun Elliott, obviously. So what do you guys think we'll do with those 2 positions left?
Wide receiver, I don't think we're going to land any name worth us talking about on this pod. Amari Cooper and Keenan Allen, I'm pretty sure both said they don't want to be in Pittsburgh.
Really?
I don't think Keenan Allen, I'm pretty sure when they asked him about going to Pittsburgh, he kind of laughed it off. He goes, I'm not going to Pittsburgh. And then Amari Cooper, I don't know if it was his agent or one of his close friends. They asked him like, oh, what about the possibility of Amari Cooper going to Pittsburgh? And he laughed it off and he's like, not a chance.
Is that recent though? Like they haven't signed with a team, so like, are they just not going to play this year or wait till mid-season to get signed? I know they.
I think it was kind of recent. Sure. Yeah, I think it was kind of recent. But then also, to the second part of that question, safety. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't go out and get another safety because maybe they're like looking at already as Slay or Ramsey is going to be playing that safety spot more. Thornhill's he's not a slouch. I don't know if he's necessarily a guy they're excited for to be a full-time guy, but. I would assume that the Steelers, if they made this trade, it's because they have a plan already. So it's like they either have the people there or I think I was texting Joe earlier today, Justin Simmons and Jordan Whitehead are still free agents.
Yeah.
Whitehead would be interesting. Simmons, I mean, they would both be interesting, but we also have Casey who played a lot of snaps last year. We signed that Sebastian Castro from Iowa. I think that dude's going to be a stud. He's undrafted, but I think he is unbelievable.
I think he would play less at safety and more of like a split kind of thing with Beanie Bishop in the slot. I feel like he's a slot safety, like walk down, kind of plays like the linebacker spot, cover a little. So I don't know. Granted, I haven't done a huge deep dive into him, but I think he's more of like a linebacker, nickel safety rather than a true stay back safety.
He's a playmaker. He makes splash plays, that dude. I'm surprised he went undrafted. I don't know, maybe 40 time or something, whatever it might be, but
isn't he he's smaller too, right?
I'm honestly not sure.
He is smaller.
How big he is.
Yeah.
So do you guys think Beanie Bishop's snap count is going to be affected at all by, getting Ramsey now? Or do you think he'll be fine? I know he's a slot corner, obviously, so it's a little different, but they might put Ramsey there every once in a while or, put Slay there.
Yeah.
I think it won't be much different than how he played last year. I still think he's going to play a lot. Because last year, it's kind of like when Sutton came back, his snaps got cut up a decent bit, but he still got a lot of playing time. So I'd expect it to still be very similar from last year.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do there. I mean, he made some – I mean, how many picks did he have? He had 4 picks, 5 picks maybe, right?
Two against Rodgers.
Yeah.
That is true. I was at that game. Did we sign Sutton back or is he gone?
I think I'm pretty sure he's gone.
Because I haven't heard of his name since the season.
I don't know. He was on a vet minimum, I'm pretty sure, last year, and I don't know.
I'll be honest. I think he stunk when he played.
I think he did too.
He wasn't very good. I'm not gonna lie. Beanie Bishop isn't. How do I say this?
Wow,
he makes plays, but he's not great.
Yeah.
So take this with a grain of salt because we are less than 24 hours or 12 hours since we got the news about Ramsey. But I'm looking at the Steelers depth chart right now, and it has left cornerback Darius Slay, right cornerback Joe Jr., and nickelback is Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me, man.
They have him over
I like that.
Bishop.
That's what that's why I asked that, man.
Yeah. And then who's it have for our safeties? Our safeties, it's Deshaun Elliott, strong safety, and then free safety, Juan Thornhill and Quindell Johnson as his backup, who I don't know. Strong safety, it goes Elliott, Kilbrew, and then Castro. So Castro has got some work to do.
Do we not have Casey anymore?
I guess not. He's not on here at all.
Wait, who was that backup? You said Quandrell Bell or something?
Yeah.
Kendrell Bell?
No. Quindell.
I never heard of that. Is he a rookie or something?
I've
never heard of him.
Says he has 3 tackles in his career, so he's not a rookie.
Maybe we just signed him or something, or he was
in 2013, he played in 9 games with the Bears and had 3 tackles, and that's it.
You mean 2023, right?
Yeah. My bad.
I was gonna say, what the
2013? Who is this guy?
I was gonna say, dude, no way. And then he hasn't played in 12 years.
Yeah, but it's going to be interesting.
I'm pumped, dude. I can't wait for football season.
Right now, for special teams depth chart, our kick returner at Saints, Kenneth Gainwell and Cordell Patterson, and our punt returners, Calvin Austin.
Calling it now. Gainwell's taking one to the house this year.
I can't believe we still have Cordero.
I was just going to say that, Steph.
Like, our running backs are Jalen Warren, Caleb Johnson, Kenneth Gainwell, and we have Trey Sermon.
He'll be gone.
Yeah.
When did that happen, though?
A couple weeks ago.
I think we talked about it on the pod.
I think we did.
Yeah.
Jiminy crickets.
Listen, I don't know why people think like Steelers are for sure like, third place in the AFC North. I don't know why Cincinnati's better than us. I have no idea why people think Cincinnati's better than us.
You know why? Is they have Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, and that's all they talk about.
T. Higgins.
That's fine. That's fine.
I'll be honest with you. Like, I think T. Higgins is good, but I think people think he's way better than he is.
He's probably the best dude in the league.
I don't know if I'd take him over Devontae Smith. I don't know if I would.
I would. Do you think Smith is the next guy?
Like best
the next two? Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Cooper Kupp?
No.
Ooh, I don't know about or Godwin. Godwin too.
I mean, after the injury, maybe, but
that's
like Godwin was best two in the league, no problem, no doubt.
I think it's Devontae Smith. Personally,
you're kidding me,
dude. He's a beast. But I mean, listen, I think we're literally better than them in every position outside of quarterback and the 1 and 2 receivers. In DK, I mean, DK's a beast. He's better than T.
Yeah,
I mean, I think we're literally better at every other position. I know quarterback's the most important position. Don't get me wrong. I get that. But I don't know why everybody's like high on Cincinnati this year. They weren't good at all last year.
Yeah.
And they didn't do anything this offseason. I mean, they signed T. Higgins back. Okay, they had the same exact team. They might have Trey Hendrickson to start the season. And then that rookie.
Yeah.
Whatever. He might go back in the draft next year.
I know, that's crazy. If he does, dude, that's insane. So will he play another year of college? Is that what would happen?
I don't think he would. Yeah.
No. So I heard if he doesn't sign, he can't be in the NFL or anything. He can't go back to college, but next draft he can get drafted. If he does the same thing again where he doesn't want to sign with this team, that's another year, can't play in the NFL, can't be drafted, and the following season he's not allowed to be drafted, but he can be signed as an undrafted free agent. Crazy.
So that's where I'm confused. Like, we loaded up, in a couple positions here. We made some moves this offseason. Like, we're a lot better team right now than we were last year. And we beat Cincinnati last year, right? I believe so. Did we beat them twice or once, whatever it was? We beat them regardless. So I don't know why everybody's coming up saying like Cincinnati is like this great team all of a sudden. They're not.
I mean,
No.
they
have a great
they
quarterback.
have Joe Burrow, they have Jamar Chase. I mean, T. Higgins, Chase Brown. I mean,
They did
I
last
look at
year.
it
too.
like this.
I know.
Yeah, Cincinnati can beat any team on any given day, but I don't
Correct.
think they're a good team.
What about Pittsburgh?
What do you mean?
Can we beat any team on any given day?
Not recently, no.
No, honestly, we'll see because I'm in that like euphoria phase of the offseason where it's like
I'm the same way.
we're contender. Like
I'm the same way.
we go.
Right.
Steelers. Here we
Here
go.
we go.
Like I'm fully convinced we're winning the Super Bowl this year. But I know like that's just my bias talking. But truthfully, like if we come out and Rodgers plays, I don't even think we need great football out of him. We just need solid. If we get solid football out of him, I truly think we could compete with any team.
Yeah.
He's better than Russ no matter what. I'll tell you that right now. I'm taking him right now. I don't even care how he does. Whatever it is, I think he's better than Russ no matter what next year.
Yes, 100%. I really do think so too.
Like I was saying, my delusion sets in. And like I was one of the people that didn't want Rodgers to miss. I was like, I don't want him here. Like I feel like it's gonna be more of a downfall for us than like phone's absolutely getting blown up. But I was like, he's more of a downfall than helping us out. And now that we have him, I'm like, dude, look at his stats last year. He had better quarterback stats than Josh Allen. Josh Allen was MVP. We're going to the Super Bowl. Like
you were hating.
No doubt. Yeah, you did.
No, I'm convinced Aaron Rodgers is the greatest quarterback in the NFL.
Guys, this is the delusion. This is Steph's delusion.
See, I think he stinks until he puts on that black and gold jersey. I'm like, wait a minute, he kind of looks good.
Dude,
I was like, wait, how are we
He does kind of look good.
How are we going to lose? He got the new helmet. I mean, come on.
But what makes you think he stinks?
I'm not happy about that.
Wait, what happened? What'd you say?
I said
they made him get a new helmet. He wore the same one for 90 years in the NFL.
Who made him do that?
He's 70. He's 78 now. He needs a helmet that wasn't made in the 1960s to protect his head.
I don't like that. He's not going to be used to it.
Is he going to wear the leather chin strap still?
Yeah.
Okay. So
wait, I'm confused. What makes you think he stinks? I mean, he just played for an organization that's been terrible. They haven't made the playoffs since like 2008.
I feel like Steph just like too fed up and just like annoyed with the Aaron Rodgers fodder like all last season and just the whole process. Now the off season, like
see, I would say not even that. I like my biggest knock on him is one, he's not getting any younger. That's for sure. We've already seen him age just from being the Jet. Went through a major injury. No, I'm telling you, like he's back better than ever. MVP season.
He's the best quarterback.
I'm going Stephen pre-getting him what his thought process was. I was like, he's an older quarterback, had a major injury, came back, and he had 2 number 1 receivers on his team, and still like didn't have like a great season. Like he had a great running back, like it was like a solid team around him. And they won 5 games. So that's pre.
They're competitive though.
They were competitive, and his stats were good.
Listen, guys, that's pre-Stephen. Post Roger signing. I mean,
listen, I just think
40-something years old and almost threw for 4,000 yards. He had 28 touchdowns. He had a horrible offensive line.
I just think some organizations are cursed. I don't know what it is, but I just don't think you can. The Browns are one of them. The Jets are one of them, dude. The Jets have nobody. They've never been good since 2009. Like, they're just not a good football team organization.
My favorite saying is the Browns will be the Browns. You can give the Browns a Pro Bowl roster, like be like, okay, the AFC Pro Bowlers, you're going on the Browns next season. They will still not do anything.
And Steph,
the Browns.
I bet you the Bills and the Patriots say the same thing about the Jets.
Yeah,
probably.
You just say that because you're a Steeler fan, and I guarantee those Buffalo and New England or whatever fans over there say the same thing about the Jets.
And then that probably goes to like the Vikings and Packers say the same thing about the Bears. It's like there's always one in each division. There's always one.
Yeah. Well, the Bears made the playoffs not too long ago. I would say like 5 or 6 years ago. The Jets literally haven't made the playoffs since like the late 2000s or 2009, whatever. Panthers, but they were just in the Super Bowl 2016.
Yeah.
Like the Jets have done nothing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 2 AFC championships in a row back.
What years?
We beat them, and exactly.
Mark Sanchez times
2010.
It's like 15 years ago, bro.
2010 is 2010 sound right?
Yeah,
That was when we went to the Super Bowl.
That's when we played the Packers.
Is it 09? Yeah.
Yes.
Mendenhall.
Listen, I'm not saying Rodgers is going to come out and be his, 27-year-old self. I'm not saying that, but he's going to be a lot better than the quarterbacks we have seen probably since 2018.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I can agree with that. 100%.
The one thing I will say, even post Aaron Rodgers on the Steelers, that I'm kind of like worried about to see how things transpire is Aaron Rodgers in an Arthur Smith offense. Because last year, Aaron Rodgers had the second most passing attempts from quarterbacks, and the Steelers had the fourth least. So,
listen, I think this offense is great for Aaron Rodgers. I think it's exactly what he wants. He wants to run the ball and he wants to take shots and score points. Mm-hmm. Literally, if we can run the ball, we have a younger line, but if we can run the ball, this season is going to be really interesting. And if our defense shows up, it's going to be something to watch. And I'm excited about that potential. But right now, I'm still not there yet. I'm like right here. I need to get up here. And I think probably once preseason comes around, we're all going to be buzzing.
I don't think Rodgers, as crazy as it sounds, I don't think Rodgers wants to come here and throw the ball like he used to in the past couple of years, like 30, 35, 40 times a game. Like I think he doesn't mind having a little run game, slow the game up a little bit. So
he's a chess player. He always like, obviously he always wanted to throw the ball, but like he understood that much like Brady, like you got to be able to run the ball. And he actually liked running the ball. Peyton Manning hated running the ball. He wanted to throw it 90 times a game.
Right.
Like, Rodgers is much like Brady, where they're chess players. They're in it for the long game. They're not just trying to blow up the scoreboard all the time.
I think that's also fine to say, but I don't think he's ever been in that situation. So we'll see how he acts in that situation.
That's true.
What sort of situation?
I agree with that.
But he's always been on the pass first team.
Yeah.
He's never been on a team that's even close to 50-50. So now we're talking about the Steelers might go 60-40 running the passing. So we'll see.
I feel like
it's like everyone has a game plan until you get punched in the mouth. Remember that.
Yeah, that's true.
So he just seems happy too. He seems like he's happy here.
Granted, he could come in and absolutely love it, but there's also that aspect where you have no idea. Maybe he thinks he's going to love it, and then when he's in it, he's like, "This is miserable. I want to throw the ball." Like, say if the Steelers are in games where it's like 7-7 ball game in a fourth, and we're running the ball the majority of the game. You don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to maybe get a little frustrated? He's like, because Aaron Rodgers is like, I know if we're passing, we can win this game. Like, why am I not passing more? Like, it could be something small. It could be something small that just gets him.
Never know.
He's a veteran. Like, I'm sure he could probably go in and call a lot of his own plays at this point.
Oh my God. Like, he's been doing that for the past decade.
That's another thing. Is Arthur Smith going to let him go in there and make audibles and stuff?
Yes. That's why he came here. That is why Rodgers came here, because they're giving him reins. Steph, I know what you mean about him, but like, I don't think he has a short fuse. I don't think he's like that much of a diva as like he's made out to be.
Didn't he get his head coach fired last year?
I mean, was it confirmed that he got his head coach fired? I mean, Woody Johnson is that's a different story, but like I think
he's a psycho.
I think the writing was on the wall anyways, but I don't think you could say that. But regardless, I mean, I'm really excited about it though.
You might be right. You might not be able to say that, but you definitely can't not say it.
Maybe. I mean, Aaron Rodgers has been in the league a long time, knows what works. He knows, I mean, he's probably like a little bit of a consultant for Woody Johnson. Like, I could see that, but probably not likely.
But all right, guys, just because we want to keep this episode short, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I did have trivia questions for you too. I did. But we're already hitting that 45-minute mark. I haven't ate yet. I'm hungry. So they weren't the greatest questions.
Can you ask one at least? Right, Joe? Just one, right?
All right.
Yeah.
In 1976, what running back with the last name J led his team in rushing for the third straight season?
Last name
No,
J.
completely made that up on the spot. That is not.
I was going to be so mad.
I mean, that was impressive. I thought you were reading something.
So did I, dude.
We're just going one. This one had is name the top 5 rushers from the 2010s. Going back
Adrian
and forth.
Peterson.
So you could go back and forth, and it's whoever gets 3 right.
Like 2010 to 2019 or 2020, right?
No, 2010 to 2019. 2010 through 2019. The 2020 seasons, the 20s.
Okay, Adrian Peterson.
Joe has 1.
Marshawn Lynch.
Marshawn Lynch. Yeah, so Peterson was 3. Marshawn Lynch was 4. You guys are
Frank
missing
Gore.
1, 2, and 5. Frank Gore's 2. There's 2 left. Number 1 and number 5.
Number 1 and number 5. Who's number 1?
Not Gurley, right?
Dude, I was gonna guess Le'Veon, but
I was thinking him too.
I'll go Le'Veon.
Nah.
No, really. He had 4 or 5 good years, and that was all in that timeline.
Le'Veon Bell was 11.
Okay.
So solid.
Let's keep what's his name in our back pocket for right now.
Who? Gurley?
Yeah.
Wait, you guys are going against each other, remember? Because loser does trivia next week, is a host next week. You want to get this right.
I forgot how good. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Wait, you have to host next week for sure. Though,
well, no,
Steph.
I'm still going to host,
okay.
but this is going into next week's scoring. Yeah.
This is tough.
It is tough.
Whose turn is it? Is it Joe's?
Is it?
I think.
So what's the score here? I got 2.
You have 2. Dom has 1. You could win it right here.
Oh no! Can we do 4?
Nah.
That's so quick. I hope Joe doesn't get this so bad. How about a time limit?
I have so many good
limits.
I have so many good guesses.
Yeah, we're about to have a shot clock here. You got 10 seconds. Yeah.
All right, hold up.
Come on, Joe, get one wrong, please. I have a great guess.
4, 3, 2,
Gurley.
1.
Please say no, Steph.
Yes. Gurley was 16.
Oh.
I actually have a good guess.
Good.
I'm gonna go Mark Ingram.
But he was number 7. So we're getting closer. You guys are missing.
What is
1
it?
and
Top
5.
What is it?
Top
Top 5?
Top 5.
Know that.
That's why I said whoever gets 3 wins it. Joe can win it here.
I don't know if I have another name. But I want to keep going. I want to get all 5. Just trust me here.
Who'd Dom get? Marshawn, he said?
Yeah.
Okay.
What was Gurley?
16.
That's kind of wild. That's
wild.
All right, wait. Let me think. Guys,
I wouldn't have guessed.
Dude,
Mark
if you think
Ingram.
about it, Gurley didn't have that long of like a prime. Like it was short, but it was good.
It was good. So that's how Le'Veon was too, though.
Really good. Yeah.
Golly, this is hard, man.
I have a name, but I don't know if he'll be on there.
I feel like I have a decent
Joe's
one.
on the
I have a
shot
couple
clock.
decent ones. All right.
Joe's on shot.
I'm going to go DeMarco Murray.
Wow.
Damn it.
Number 6.
Oh,
yeah.
Damn,
First one off the list. The guy above him has 500 more yards than him.
Oh, mother.
I don't. All right.
I can't believe you guys haven't got 1 yet. 1. We're talking
I
about the
don't
guy
know
who
who
got
one is.
How's it not AP?
I thought
3.
it'd be AP too.
He's 3.
What about?
You guys are
I have
missing a big name.
I have 2
Hey.
names.
Say one.
I'm gonna go.
Let's go.
I'll go Matt Forte.
That's a good guess. I thought of him.
I don't.
Number 5, Matt Forte. You know,
Number
when I thought of this question,
thought
I'm
it.
dead serious. I thought the guy at number 1 would be a first or second guess. Like, no question. No question.
I have no idea who 1 would be. The
So
only
how
name I can
about
think of,
this?
he's not
You
gonna be one
both.
now.
You both have one left. Winner takes this. Whoever
Can
gets
I-
the number one running back from the 2010s takes.
Hold on, Joe. Before you guess, I know for a fact he's not number one, but I just want to know what he's on the list. Is Jamal Charles on there by chance?
Number 12.
Okay, I knew he wouldn't be one.
Why does he get a guess?
No, Joe. Wait, hold on, no, Joe.
No.
I would
He
have never.
said.
Yeah,
He said
I would
he
have
knows
never
he's not.
guessed him.
Nah,
I would have never guessed him at number
I
one. I
don't
just
like
wanted to
it.
see what he was.
I don't like it.
Joe,
I
I
don't
know
like
he's not number one. I know he's not above AP.
I don't like it.
Joe,
All right, let me think, dude. I
No,
can't think. You guys are screaming.
Dom,
It ain't
Dom
no
got
Joe.
that-
This. Let me freaking
Dom
think.
got to because he doesn't wait to say his guess. His is ready. You take forever.
I don't have one ready now. I'll tell you
I
that.
can't think of anybody.
He's
All right,
the
I'll take
only
my
running
time.
back in the 2010s frame who ran for 10K plus.
I'm trying to picture.
That's a
his
big hit.
names.
Oh,
Wait, say it
Big
again.
hit. In the 2010s, he was the only running back that ran for 10,000 plus yards. Only one.
Really?
Frank Gore was second, had 9,786. This guy had 10,400.
I know who it is. Wait,
No,
am I
you
not?
don't.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't. Big
Wait,
name.
maybe not. Maybe not actually. Yeah, actually, I think I do.
Big name.
Joe, you're on the shot clock.
I think.
Hold on. Wait,
4.
I had a name in my. Hold on. Let me just think of my name. What did I have? Who the fuck was I going to say?
That's zero, Steph.
That's
No.
zero.
That
That's
is.
right.
It's zero.
That's
It's
zero.
No way. Come on.
That's zero.
All right.
Here's the thing, Dom,
Give me a
you can
break.
guess, but Joe, you can guess at any point if you want.
All right. I was going to go shady.
Fuck, dude. I didn't even think. I wasn't going to guess him. I was going to say Doug Martin, but I knew it wasn't.
Your
him.
hint really helped.
LaShawn McCoy. I'll be dead honest with you guys. When I think of 2010s running back, he's the first running back that I think of.
You know what other
Super
name I had?
biased.
though?
Pick guy.
Hey,
Pick guy.
Pete.
Come on.
I wasn't
You know
even going to think of him.
Steph was. This is probably not on there, but was Zeke on there by chance at all?
I was.
Yes, he was higher than Todd Gurley by 1 yard.
Dom, I
And
was
Wow.
Zeke
Wow.
played in almost 20 less games.
Dude, he
What
was
about Darren
dominant.
McFadden. Is he on there?
Oh, I like that guess too.
Darren McFadden 23, and he was behind Cam Newton
Wow. What about Doug Martin? Where was he at?
18. You know who's a fun one that was kind of high?
David Johnson.
No, he's nowhere.
Wow.
Well, he wasn't top 25. This one's a fun one. So you said Mark Ingram already. He was 7. Right after Mark Ingram, CJ2K.
I was just going to say CJ2K. Fuck.
CJ2K.
And this
All right.
one's even more fun. Right after CJ2K,
Ray Rice.
Garrett Blunt.
Ooh.
More rushing yards in the 2010s than Le'Veon Bell, Jamal Charles, Todd Gurley. Interesting.
Wow. What about
What
Devontae
about-
Freeman?
And Ray Rice.
Ray Rice is on here. Freeman is not. Ray Rice is 24th. I'd say
Oh,
Carlos
wow.
Hyde, 25th.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
for him.
Carlos Hyde,
Good for him.
25. Yeah.
Chris Ivory, number 20, just right above Cam Newton. Lamar Miller, 14. Alfred Morris, 13. Arian Foster, 10.
Wow.
Yeah.
I forgot about Aaron Foster.
Yeah.
Man, some legend names there, man.
Right?
Big time. Big
But all right, guys, now we're almost just at the length of a normal episode, but we have
Yeah.
to do the last segment, the thank yous. Who we thanking?
I got
I
mine.
think, Dom, go for it.
I'm ready.
And I
whenever.
feel like this shirt fits it very, very well. I want to thank our great, great general manager this year. Finally, we see something new in the offseason. Omar Khan. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for making this season interesting.
Well done, Omar.
Well done. Joe, you got one?
I do. I'm going to thank the entire, and this is short-lived, the entire Pirates organization from top to bottom. Swept the Mets by a score of 30-4 in the
Wow.
series. Scored another 7 runs tonight in a shutout against the Cardinals. So let's thank the Pirates for that. We'll give them a hand as well.
Absolutely, we do.
I misspoke. Everybody, top to bottom, besides the very top. Bob Nutting. Not thanking you.
Thank you.
You had he had no part in what transpired in a few days.
No.
Bobby didn't have a part.
Thank you, Pirates, from almost the top down. But all right, guys, for the final thank you. I would like to thank my good friend, Sal. And the reason why I would like to thank Sal is today we played Joe's team in bowling.
Fuck you.
We were missing 2 of our players. They didn't pre-bowl. They had 10% penalties off their average. And what does Sal do? Sal puts on his boots, takes his lunchbox, and goes to absolute work and willed our team to 2 wins out of 3 games. So thank you, Sal.
Thank you, Sally C. Thank you, Sally C, for all you do. Thank you.
Yeah, Sal had an excellent series.
Killed it. Absolutely killed it. But
Great,
all right, guys. With that, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on push notifications. You already know. We out of here. Peace.